But there's too many people patting him on the back and telling him he's Tarzan when he's not Tarzan. He's been gone Tyson since the Deontay Wilder fights. It's finished Wilder completely. Done him. He's not got a leg underneath him. It's took a lot away from Tyson. Magmadov, this is a problem. I'm the first one to say it, because all them out there, they don't pay enough attention to detail.
Why was that?
I'm still not happy, because I think he's done what he's had to do in his career. 2-time heavyweight champion of the world, made plenty of money. He's nothing to prove to nobody, and yet he's here again. All I can say is, it's an addiction, isn't it? Like anything else. The Gypsy King has took him over completely. He is the Gypsy King. Tyson Fury got lost a few years ago on the road somewhere.
He's chosen...
Bigger than that, much bigger. He's been on the missing list for a little minute or two. A little sausage. So anyway, we know what's going on, but fuck him.
John Fury didn't hold back when discussing the possibility of Tyson Fury facing Anthony Joshua. Looking back at Tyson's recent performance against Mariusz Wach, he argued that the explosive power and movement that once defined his son are no longer the same. In John's view, the brutal trilogy with Deontay Wilder took an enormous physical toll, leaving lasting damage that can't simply be erased with time. He warned that if Tyson enters a fight against Joshua believing he's still the same fighter from his prime, it could end in disaster. John even suggested that such a defeat could mark the end of Tyson's legendary career.
As you can see, Tyson's an elite boxer, but what's he got left? I don't know. Tyson's not a stupid man. He knows where he's at. He feels good in training, but in training is one thing, in the ring under the lights is another.
John Fury insisted his comments weren't meant as criticism but as honest advice from a father who has watched every stage of Tyson's career. He believes that surviving 3 brutal battles with one of the hardest punchers in heavyweight history inevitably changes a fighter forever. According to John, Tyson had to dig incredibly deep just to get through his most recent outing, leaving little left in reserve for another massive challenge. That's why he continues urging his son to think carefully before accepting a showdown with Anthony Joshua, believing the risks are greater than many people realize.
But when you fight one of the hardest punchers in boxing history 3 times,
it takes something out of you.
Of course it does, yeah.
You takes it out, it never gets replaced.
Yeah.
You can never fill that tank up like you had it before. And every shot he took, don't forget in the last fight he went down 4 times, cannons of shots. He fought his heart out, he went to the well, he gave it all to get that knockout.
One of the greatest trilogies we've ever had.
And when he got that knockout, Tyson, he had nothing left. After that, he laid it.
While John Fury acknowledged that both Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua are no longer at the absolute peak of their careers, he emphasized that Joshua still possesses fight-ending power. Even when Joshua has been hurt in previous fights, he has repeatedly shown the ability to recover and produce devastating knockouts. John believes that combination makes Joshua an especially dangerous opponent for an aging Tyson. In his opinion, slower footwork and fading reflexes against a heavyweight with Joshua's punching power create a dangerous formula that could threaten everything Tyson has achieved throughout his career.
I think what most people thought, he's gone. His punch resistance is gone. But then I thought, oh my goodness, the fight with him and Tyson Fury, if it does happen, it's going to be so exciting. Because Tyson Fury boxed, 24 hours before. Didn't look great, but got the job done. He was a bit of a walk out and about, get in there, get his jab going, get his footwork going. You've seen 2 fighters that are past their best. Of course. You see one fighter that's last night in Anthony Joshua showed unbelievable heart, unbelievable determination. He was hit, he was hurt, he looked vulnerable. Nigel Bennis looked so vulnerable as well, but he was also a dangerous fight every time he got in the ring. And so the vulnerability of Anthony Joshua, he's not the fighter he was, but that vulnerability and this fight with Tyson Fury will make this fight so exciting. But the risk is this. It has to be their next fight.
Former world champion Johnny Nelson echoed similar concerns while analyzing the potential matchup. Nelson explained that once a heavyweight's foot speed begins to decline, avoiding clean punches becomes far more difficult. Against a puncher like Anthony Joshua, even a small loss of movement can make a huge difference. Although Nelson wasn't directly supporting John Fury's comments, his technical breakdown reinforced the same concern. Tyson cannot afford to enter such a dangerous fight without looking physically sharp and fully prepared.
For me, the best versions of Tyson Fury for an AJ, because we've seen multiple versions of Tyson Fury, but the mover, or the mover who could punch, which you've got the Klitschko Fury or the Wilder Fury, the second Wilder fight, either of those gives Anthony Joshua a lot of problems in my opinion. But the more your legs slow down, the more susceptible you are to getting hit. And who hits harder? Anthony Joshua. So what's ironic is that if you could have a fucking frank conversation with Tyson Fury and say, you fucked it, because early on, the best version of you to give AJ, the best problems, the biggest problems, is the younger version of you.
Eddie Hearn also questioned the value of Tyson Fury's recent opposition, suggesting that his bout with Mariusz Wach resembled little more than an extended sparring session rather than a true test. Hearn argued that if Tyson failed to look dominant against that level of competition, facing Anthony Joshua would be an entirely different challenge. His comments added another layer to the growing debate, with many fans wondering whether Tyson still has the speed, timing, and sharpness required to compete against one of boxing's biggest punchers.
At 64 years old, he's lost 8 times in the last 10 fights. It's going to be a spar.
We don't have to throw stones, Ed.
No, I'm just responding to his comments, Adam. Come on, leave it out. What's the matter with you? Don't go soft.
Several analysts pointed to Anthony Joshua's unpredictable nature as another reason the fight would be so dangerous. Joshua has shown throughout his career that even after being hurt or knocked down, he can suddenly turn a fight around with one explosive combination. John Fury believes that unpredictability is exactly why Tyson should be cautious. Facing a heavyweight capable of ending a fight with one punch becomes far more dangerous if Tyson is no longer operating at the level that made him one of the greatest heavyweights of his generation.
Listen, Penga's, he's got a knockout record, and so he can hit and he can hurt, but he shouldn't have been in Anthony Joshua's league, point blank. AJ, when it comes to the fashion of the fight, how he went about it, I thought he was on his front foot. He just was. I know in the gym, this guy's fluent. He's got great movement and great hand-foot-eye coordination, but then he just. There's a word called mercurial. I just learned it actually, and that describes Anthony Joshua. He's got so much talent, but it's a case of which version of him turns up when it comes to performance night. And performance night last night, the AJ that we know, the talented fighter we know, he wasn't there. The gut, the lion, the heart, he was there. Because he brought him after 20 seconds, he got put down, had to get back up again. He was in trouble. He was still making rookie mistakes. I'm thinking you shouldn't make those mistakes at this stage in your career. You are a former world champion. I know you're pulling your tongue out saying I'm all right, I'm hurt. Who are you proving something to? This is about you and your corner. Forget the fans and get the job done.
Amir Khan also described the potential fight as extremely difficult to predict, calling it close to a 50-50 matchup. However, the biggest concern for him wasn't Tyson's skill, it was his inactivity. Khan explained that ring rust, long layoffs, and a lack of recent high-level competition could make the difference against an opponent like Joshua. Even many Tyson Fury supporters admit that if he isn't at his sharpest, those factors could become the deciding element on fight night.
Do you have a prediction of how the AJ vs Tyson Fury fight could go?
In the UK, to have a mega fight like that would be massive. One of the biggest fights ever. 2 heavyweights, 2 big names. And how the fight's gonna go, it looks a hard one to say. I still need to go back and see how Fury's fight went. I mean, I know it's more like a sparring session to Fury, but still, I want to see how we look. But I think it's a 50-50 fight. Very close, very close. I do lean a little bit more towards Fury, but like I said, as time's been going on and Fury's not in activity, I think might work against him. I'll probably say, yeah, it's still, it's a very close fight. I'll call it 50-50.